Cecilia.
The president came out swinging today, calling James Comey a liar, a leaker, a slime ball. Is he worried about what he's saying?
Not at all. The American people see right through the blatant lies of a self-admitted leaker. This is nothing more than a poorly executed PR stunt by Comey to desperately rehabilitate his tattered reputation and enrich his own bank account by peddling a book that belongs in the bargain bin of the fiction section instead of being remembered as a dedicated servant in the pursuit of justice. Like so many of his other colleagues at the FBI, Comey will be forever known as a disgraced partisan hack that broke his sacred trust with the President of the United States, the dedicated agents of the FBI, and the American people he vowed to faithfully serve. One of the President's greatest achievements will go down as firing Director James Comey.
If I may, the Deputy Attorney General was here yesterday. Is the President going to fire Rod Rosenstein?
I don't have any announcements at this time. The President's voiced some frustrations, but beyond that, I don't have anything to add. Jim?
What about the content of the President's attacks on Jim Comey, your attacks on Jim Comey? Isn't all of that a bit unbecoming of the presidency of this White House to go after him in such a personal way like that?
I think it.
A liar and a leaker.
I think it's unbecoming for the person that is supposed to be the top law enforcement official in the United States, the person that is supposed to protect the people of this country, to lie and leak classified information, certainly to falsify documents. I think that's a very big problem, and somebody who has created this problem for himself. I didn't encourage Jim Comey to go out and do a PR campaign. Congress has asked Jim Comey to come and testify multiple times, of which he's denied being able to do, yet he found time to sit down with George Stephanopoulos for 5 hours. I think if anybody has created this problem, it's Jim Comey, and he should be the one held responsible.
Other folks have two questions. I just ask a second follow-up question because
it's Friday.
Well, it's Friday, yeah. And you've probably
you'd probably get really upset, and I don't need that if I did.
Not at all, not at all. No, but you've probably seen this tweet. It was a tweet that you posted before the election in 2016 when you're attacking FBI agents because you're under criminal investigation, you're losing.
Yeah.
What do you make of that now? I mean, isn't
the
that...
rank and file FBI are some of the greatest people in this country. We've repeated that time and time again, and certainly have the full support of this administration. I think that we've been very clear, though, how we feel about some of the leadership at the FBI, particularly James Comey.
When you go after Comey and
I did give you two, Jim. I'm going to keep
doesn't that mean you're losing?
Go ahead. One of the themes of Comey's book is the president's, quote, disdain for the rule of law and his continued efforts to publicly undermine federal law enforcement officials. So how would you characterize the president's attitude towards the rule of law and things that he said publicly about many of his top federal law enforcement officials?
The president has a great deal of respect for the rule of law, but the president does not have a lot of respect for people whose sole job is to carry out the law, and they leak classified information and they lie to the American public about it. Charlie?
It's his own attorney general, it's his own deputy attorney general, it's special counsel, it's the FBI, it's judges who make decisions that he doesn't like.
I'm sorry, I'm not. What was the question?
There's a whole list of the sort of federal law enforcement officials that he has undermined. It's not just people who have proven to leak information.
The president hasn't undermined them in any capacity just because he calls out things that he finds to be problematic or concerning. I think that he should do that. If members of the FBI are leaking classified information, the president should absolutely call that to question. You guys spend hours upon hours every single day praising Jim Comey, propping him up, giving him the biggest platform. We shouldn't be praising him. We should be putting him down. We should be taking him off of air instead of giving him minute after minute. This country has a lot of real problems. We should be talking about the economy. We should talk about Syria. We should talk about the drug crisis, but instead we're going to talk about Jim Comey. You guys will cover it endlessly all day today, all day tomorrow, and my guess is every day next week, with very little time given to the issues that people care about. So the president has every right to call out that individual that you guys are propping up and say that there are problems and that we should be concerned about it. Charlie?
Thanks, Sarah. The Justice Department Inspector General came out with his long-awaited report this afternoon on former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, saying that he improperly leaked information about the Clinton Foundation investigation to a reporter and then lied to James Comey about it under oath to two FBI investigators. Do you have a reaction to that, and does that in your mind, validate the decision to fire McCabe?
I haven't seen the full report, but it sounds like two peas in the pod with McCabe and Comey. McCabe was fired and disgraced for misconduct and lying about it. Beyond that, I don't have anything at this point. Francesca.
Thank you, Sarah. You said that James Comey was a liar, that he's a leaker, that he made false representations or claims. Other than what the president tweeted this morning about lying under oath to Senator Grassley, what exactly has he said that's false or a lie?
Comey claimed reopening the Clinton investigation when he did was based on merit. Now he says it was based because of poll numbers. Comey claimed the president told him to stop investigating Flynn after he previously testified that no one told him to stop investigations. He also, even the media has reported that officials have determined that Comey leaked 4 memos, at least 4 that we know about, with classified information. I think it's very clear that Comey has a credibility problem. The other thing is clear, this is one of the few issues in Washington that both Democrats and Republicans agree on. He's been criticized by the legal community for leaking sensitive information, and organizations promoting good government found Comey's leaking grounds for firing. Multiple Democrats, including some of the biggest leaders in the Democrat Party, have also attacked Comey. Minority Leader Pelosi said Comey was maybe not in the right job. Senator Schumer said he was appalled by what Comey did and did not have confidence in him any longer. Senator Bernie Sanders said Comey acted in an outrageous way. Clinton's running mate, Senator Kaine, said Comey is responsible for the lowest moment in the history of the FBI. Even Congresswoman Maxine Waters said Comey has no credibility. The FBI should be independent and not led by a political hack. Comey's higher loyalty is pretty clear that it's only to himself. If you can get this group of people and others like Mark Meadows and a number of others to agree on something, I think that you'd have to be right. Jim?
What about the dossier though? Sarah, what about the dossier? Did he also lie about the dossier and his conversation with President Trump about that?
The dossier is false opposition research that was funded by the Clinton campaign to attack the president. It was used illegally to justify spying on Americans. And I think that's quite the problem. John?
The James Comey book, so excerpts came out today. He speaks of the president, writes about the president in very personal terms. Were you surprised by that? Was the president surprised by that?
I don't think we're surprised by the fact that James Comey continues to spread false information. The guy's known to be a liar and a leaker, and so there's not a lot about James Comey that we would find to be very surprising. John?
Sarah, the president a short time ago issued a pardon of Scooter Libby, the former vice president's chief of staff. There are many people who believe that Scooter Libby was the victim of a special counsel investigation run amok. The recent statements that we have heard from the White House would seem to indicate that we feel much the same thing about the Mueller investigation. Was the president sending some sort of signal to the Mueller investigation or about the Mueller investigation by pardoning Scooter Libby?
Not at all. One thing has nothing to do with the other, and every case should be reviewed on their own merits. Pardoning Libby was the right thing to do after the principal witness recanted her testimony. The D.C. Court of Appeals panel unanimously voted to restore Mr. Libby's bar membership after being presented credible evidence in support of his version of events, and it appears that key prosecution witness, Judith Miller, changed her recollection of the events in question.
In the statement, the pardoning statement today, the president acknowledges he doesn't know Scooter Libby. What was it that convinced him that Scooter Libby deserved a pardon?
The president thought it was the right thing to do. Aisha?
The pardoning process. It seems like we've had these 3 pardons. They all were somewhat high profile or had gotten media attention. How is the president deciding when to take action on a case? I mean, with Arpaio, he hadn't even been sentenced yet. The Scooter Libby case was very old. So how are you deciding when to take action on these cases? And can a normal person who feels like they've been like unjustly convicted, can they get their case to the White House? I mean, there's a Justice Department process, but it seems like the president is taking special interest in certain cases.
Again, the president has exercised constitutional authority, and he determines when and how he's going to use that when it comes to the pardon process. He looks at each one individually and makes a decision, and we make that announcement. Nadia?
Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. Let me call him, Brian.
I was calling Nadia, and then I'll go to Brian.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sarah.
The OCPW is sending an inspectors to Syria. Do you think this is a futile exercise since you already have the evidence that actually they have chemical weapons?
Once again, we are confident in the intelligence that we have, and in the fact that we know that Syria is responsible for these actions.
All right. We back. Yeah, so, basically, oh, man. You understand the game. See, it all goes back when I met him. 1997, March 21st, at my fight when I beat a fighter from Vegas on the Roy Jones undercard, fighting Montel Griffin on the first fight. This and that and this. And, anyways, I just used my integrity, and I felt the spirit of the Most High. It's always there, but sometimes you got flesh. Sometimes it comes at you differently. That's where I'm walking and look at G. Got my man right here, a Mexican homie, he can't speak no English. He's my trainer. You know what I'm saying? We walking. Hey, I can't tell him. I can't explain to him. We're going down the escalator. That's a short distance, short time. I can't explain, try to, demonstrate and use sign language and stuff like that. He ain't gonna understand. He don't know. I don't know who really knew who he was. So I'm gonna explain to him who he is. So I gotta do it myself. Cause I pretty me, if I told him what I was gonna do, or even if I would have started doing it, he would have stopped me. Cause that fear ain't no joke. But y'all thinking like, what are you talking about, dog? Again, what are you talking about? Cause we don't know what you're talking about. We stop what? Stop. Watch your security. Your security is jacking you up, homie. That's who's messing you up. Your security. So think about it. What is your security? Think about it. What is your security? What secures you? If you having issues in your life, whether it's this, whether it's that, it's because of your security. Your security. You need to tighten up in your security. And that's all he's doing. He's tightening up in his security. When I met him, his security was whack. Whack means, it wasn't good. Cause I pretty much was gonna walk right through it. Cause you gotta understand the game. About security. Security is what you do and who you doing it with. And how they doing it. You could be somebody else's security. You could be somebody else's security in life. And somebody could be your security in life. Now, only the Most High controls all that. But it's up to you to have the integrity to do what's needs to be done. And that's what he's doing. He's doing what has to be done. That's what I taught him. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Daddy,
Uh-huh.
can I come over tomorrow at 5:30?
Yeah.
But my mommy gonna pick me up at like 12.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
So So you have to understand. When I came up, I knew the game. I know the procedures. I could have came in another direction. I didn't have to go that way. I could have went anyway. You know, I could have, but I was going straight. I was going straight by the book. Cause when you go straight by the book, listen. Anytime you go straight by the book, and somebody interferes with that person who interferes with it, he got some questions to answer. You feel me? He got questions to answer. Especially if there's a commotion about it. Now, if I would have came to another direction, trying to sneak over by, I could went on the left side and got through some kind of way. But they would have came over like that. If they had kind of come across to get me, it would have showed that I was being sneaky. Okay, that means I have no way of being examined at all. You're just a crazy dummy or whatever, you just. But me, no, I went straight by the book. I went right over there at the front entrance where you would go walk by people and stuff. Cause he was right. President Donald Trump was right there, just chilling by himself, kicking it like a don. You know. He had everything. He had everything there but the cigar. So, and I knew that. So I was like, okay. I felt like they were doing this for me. So I just went with the plan. But I wanted to have class about it. I wanted to have class about it. I wanted to go straight by the book. That way, if all else fails, I could be up here talking to you right now about what's going on. Because this would not be going on if I wouldn't have did what I did. You feel me? I mean, I'm just saying because he wouldn't have got that foot in his ass. Sometimes you get that foot in your ass to get things done, for you to get things done. But like I said, fear is everything, and sometimes what you don't know, you can't show. So I'm trying to show y'all so y'all be knowing, But that's another story, right? The point I'm trying to make is when I went over there and try to get through to shake his hand and say thank you for having the fight, and I'm representing not just me, but everybody. I don't know who knows him. I don't know who if people are, I mean I don't see him interacting with no Negroes or my people who look like me, who are me. I don't see him on TV interacting with them. He didn't start doing that stuff until after he did this with me. And then after that that's when he got with Rodman and started to print this and all that stuff. Because I gave him a personality from this. So you have to understand, he got a lot of stuff from this. He got personality. He got the most high spirit, most high. He got that's basically it. That right there. Everything else consists of that. So he was straight. He was good to go. That's why y'all got him as president now, right? I mean, I went here. I came back a little bit he could have did it by himself from what I did back in '97, but I got into it just for me, something for me to do. You know what I'm saying? So, where's she at? Hold up. Oh shit, but that's just the internet. I forgot I changed the screen. I thought that was regular TV. But yeah, like I was saying, you have to understand the game. The game, this is all orchestrated from me. He's doing what I taught him. That's all. He's doing what, and this stuff is all organized. Even come on, look at the whole. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what you know. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what I know because then it'd be too much. You know what I'm saying? So I want to keep it like that. Let y'all know it's a cool game.